It's Thai tunes on the track.
The fact that from the moment the training started, it's been engaging. So when Tomi came in, brought that interactive element, it just kind of let everyone loosen up and be immersed into it. Even Find Your Feet themselves actually got involved because there's a lot that we could also learn. I like the fact that it was easy to understand, so it's nothing overly complicated, and having the actual material, so the podcasting mics and stuff, enabled you to visualize what a good podcasting session would look like. The collaboration piece I really enjoyed because all of us came together, both Find Your Feet and Newham, to actually make it success, from how the training was going to be run, the sort of engagement in between, the feedbacks in between to see how things were going, and being able to also think on our feet. So there was times where things didn't go in order, but being able to adapt to ensure that everyone was engaged and motivated. And one thing I would say, it was nice at the end where people said that, you know, they're really keen to get started, you know, to actually crack on with their podcasting equipment. So that sort of spike in engagement was really nice to see.
We're here with Find Your Feet. I'm Cameron. I'm here with
Jordan.
Nice to meet you, Jordan. So today we went through a podcast session where you learned kind of a few techniques, how to put together a podcast from the pre-production, production, and then post-production process. How did you find today's session first and foremost?
It was really good. It was one of them things where you don't realize you were interested in it until you start learning about it when it comes to like actually putting together a podcast.
It was very interesting in the sense of like this form of content that everyone loves so much, and it's just a conversation really, isn't it? So I think it went good. I've learned quite a few things. Even using the equipment was interesting. Podcasting, in a sense, like if we break it down, it's a chat, right? You're communicating, and learning how to communicate is always an important thing. It makes you manage your emotions, the way you think. It's a process, and the fact of like learning the skills of podcasting, you're upskilling the young people.
It helps provide like a specific space where you can like have a bit more control about what's being spoken about, not to the extent where you're telling young people, right, this is the only thing you can speak about, but they know when they come here, this is what the discussion is around, and if they feel comfortable to have those discussions and talk about themselves a bit more, it helps open up a dialogue as well as increase like, I guess, the bond between me and whoever it is I'm speaking with. I really like how it was engaging, but not so formal. It didn't feel like a classroom setting. It just felt like we all came for the same purpose. We had somebody who knew what they were talking about, and he kind of guided us through us. We got to have fun, put things together ourselves, and kind of make that end result and actually see it, you know, come to fruition.
You were the trainer.
I was
the teacher today for the podcast session.
Yes,
how did you think it went from your perspective?
No, it was good, man. It was brilliant. I think everyone was interactive. There wasn't like a plethora of people. It was about 7 people in there, so it was able to be intimate, and we were able to kind of deep dive into what we were trying to teach, which was obviously how to kind of create and curate a podcast. So yeah, man, it was really insightful. Everyone was super engaging, and it was just nice. It was just nice to see, man.
Going into the session,
Yeah.
what were you aiming to achieve when we kind of fast forward to this moment when we're finished now?
Yeah.
Everybody's leaving and feeling fulfilled. What were you aiming to achieve?
So the aim was to leave here with a better understanding of what it's like to make a podcast. If you didn't have any sort of information before, you do now. Do you know what I'm saying? A basic kind of entry level thought process is it. So yeah, and I think we were able to achieve that today. You know what I'm saying? I think we were able to do that. So that's always a good thing. In all honesty, I was having a conversation like 2 minutes ago before for the interview with my colleague, I'm saying this would be sick training for young people. I can see them engage and want to take part and like do their own podcast. I think the way you structured this is sick.
In terms of next steps, what we've liked so far, a lot of them would like a follow-on session from this to actually develop the podcasting, to ensure that what they're giving to young people is the best of the best. So we like the fact that it can progress onto future training programs or to actually future development that can be across all of their locations and other places as well.